How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. I've been wanting to do this video for a lot of years now. So I did some research. I see a lot of videos out there on how to refill this little non-fillable propane tank. I invested a little bit of money to be able to refill a refillable propane tank. So we're going to get started. All right, we're going to go over everything that I'd purchased to be able to refill a refillable 1 pound propane cylinder. These are Flame King. They have a protective cover on the top. You could spin one off. Has no rubber washer on the inside or anything. It's just a protective cover for over the top of it. Each one of these Flame King 1 pound cylinders comes with a Allen wrench. There's an Allen screw right in the side of this bottle. This Allen wrench will fit right inside there. This is going to bleed off the air in the cylinder as we're refilling it. And there's an opening on the side. Gas is going to come out of that opening. And when it does, we know that we're at 80% full on this tank. And that's all we want to put in here. So I got 2 of these. This is your valve that's going to allow you to fill your 1 pound refillable propane tank. This piece here will go to your 20 pound tank. Your 1 pound tank will screw on here. It has a valve right here that you will open to fill your propane tank. It also has a gauge on it. Now we purchased some of these propane valve caps. We're going to put these caps right on our refillable propane tanks. If you have this cap on, that's going to keep debris out of there. And it's going to keep any air from leaking out of here when you're transporting these. What we're going to do is we're going to get set up and we're going to go ahead and fill our 1 pound refillable propane tanks. Let's get started. We have a full 20 pound propane bottle here. We're going to go ahead and hook up our valve that's going to fill them up. We want to make sure this is turned in the off position. And this is in the off position. Then we're going to go ahead and tighten this up. We're going to have this piece facing up. So we're going to go ahead and screw that on. Want to get it as snugged up as we can. And I think that is perfect. So we're going to be flipping the bottle over on its top. We're going to put this down. I'm going to be doing this on my tailgate, on my truck. We need a very well ventilated area. Do not do this inside. Make sure you're outside when you do this and there's a lot of airflow. So we'll go ahead and flip our bottle over. Be real careful when you're doing this. You don't want to bump this piece here. Now we'll just have it hanging right off the back of our tailgate here. Before I get started, I'm going to make sure this valve is off. And then we're going to turn this valve here to the on position. Now we're going to grab one of our Flame King bottles and we're going to go ahead and screw it right into this valve. Don't cross your threads, be careful, take your time. If it's going on and it don't feel right, back it off and do it again. Place a small crescent wrench on this piece and snug that up. Not too tight, just snug it up. Find the hole where your set screw is. Get your Allen wrench, put it in there, and break it loose. As you can hear some air in that tank, that's quite all right. Now before getting started, throw yourself a pair of gloves on. We have that broke loose. Now we're going to start filling our tank. So all we have to do is up in the top up here, we're going to open this valve. Once it starts coming out the other side, we'll know that we're full. Okay, it's starting to spit a little bit. There it goes. Okay. We are full. All right, so now what I'm going to do is stick my wrench back on here, and we're going to loosen this tank up. You'll get a little spray of gas, not much. Okay, we have successfully filled the Flame King refillable propane cylinder. I'd say while we already have this thing hooked up, we're going to go ahead and fill up our second 1 pound propane cylinder. We're going to do the same thing. So just snug that up. Now, don't over tighten that. I see guys tighten these things so tight that they mess up the rubber washer on the inside, and you don't want to do that. We're going to go ahead and stick our Allen wrench in the side, right in that little key. We're going to break this loose. Now we're going to start filling our bottle. We're starting to spit a little bit. There it goes. Okay, we're full. I'm going to go ahead and shut that down. So we have successfully refilled 2 1 pound Flame King propane cylinders. Nice. Since we're done, we'll flip our bottle back over, and we're going to make sure our valve is turned to the off position. Make sure that's all the way off. Now, we can open this up just a little bit. Some gas will come out of here. Real low. Real lightly. That's letting the pressure out of the inside of here. Okay, that is open. So now we can break this loose and go ahead and put this away. Now, we're going to turn this back to the off position. We have successfully filled our 2 1 pound refillable Flame King bottles. Now, these bottles have a label on them, right there. Lots of information on the label. I cut the label off. Lots more information on this label. So, I'm going to say, make sure you read all these directions before you fill your tank. I was sitting down here figuring out in my area what it cost to buy a 1 pound propane cylinder full, and I figured out what this tank cost me to fill. I should be able to get 20 of these out of this, so I just saved $9.20 by filling these 2 bottles up. That's a savings of $9.20. It cost me about 90 cents to fill this bottle up, compared to what now? I mean, and they keep going up. I'll be getting a 4-pack of these. I'm using these all the time here in the shop. And just to prove to you that we did fill this one up, we're going to go ahead and put a torch on it. I have a small propane torch right here. We're going to go ahead and make sure everything works fine. We got heat. So we got 2 bottles completely full, and like I said, $9.20. That goes off the cost of my investment for the 2 bottles, this piece, and some caps. Now, you don't have to get the caps. They're not very expensive though. I think they'll pay for themselves over time, because when I put that cap on there, I don't have to worry about it leaking when it's in the back of my camper or in the back of my truck, or even getting dirt in it here in the shop, because I got a lot of dust and debris flying around. These caps are going to keep it clean. In the description below, I will leave links for everything that I purchased right here, down there in the description down below the video. That's an Amazon link. Check it out. I am an Amazon associate, so I get a small commission off of qualifying purchases. And it does not cost you any more. It just helps out my channel, and I do appreciate it. So I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.